Hi there. Welcome to System 21. In this video, I'm going to explain how you can win up to €150 a day or €2,500 a month with our blackjack system. This blackjack system is really easy and consists of applying the game table, here we are on the left, and which is available on our site, and which should be used in conjunction with our game guide, so that we can achieve a mathematically perfect game of blackjack every time. The rules of the game of blackjack itself are not changed. We'll be using the rules of the game as they have been conceived, but we'll be using the game table which, together with our game guide, will enable us to play a mathematically perfect game so that, in the long term, we shall be able to beat the casino quite easily. This system is easy to use. The table tells us, for all hands, from 7 to 17 or more, together with the aces and pairs, and cross-matches our hands with those of the croupier, in this case the dealer, so that we know in advance what we should do in each turn, so that we have a mathematical advantage over the casino. And we'll add the game guide to this table too, which tells us that whenever we lose a hand, we increase 2 units, and when we win a hand, we decrease 2 units, and when we tie, we increase 1 unit. Let's try out the game system to show how System 21 works. Let's place $5, for example. It could be $5 or euros or any other currency, provided it's based on 5. This will be our base for the game, never less than €5. We can only increase it if our hand doesn't win, since logically we're not going to win every hand, which means it will tend to go up and down during the game. But in the long term, we'll always have an advantage over the casino. So we'll start with 5, and we'll deal by asking for cards. We begin with 20, with a pair of queens, as we can see here on our table, with a pair of 10s, because a queen is worth 10, and we see the croupier has a 3, and we should stand. So we click on Stand. The croupier busts, and we win our bet. Although we've won our bet, we don't cut 2 units, since we have our €5, so we keep to our €5 and ask for new cards. We have 12 against a 9, and we'll check the table, and we should hit. We get the card, and have 16 against a 9. We go back to the table and see that for 16 against a 9, we should ask for a card. We ask for a card, go bust, and the croupier wins this hand. As the croupier wins, we have to apply our game guide. We bet 5 and add 2 because we lost the hand, and ask for new cards again. We have 15 against a 9, and so we must take another card. We bust, and the croupier wins another hand. We apply the game guide and add another 2 units relative to the previous hand, so we have €9. We've got 17 against a 6, and our table tells us we should stand. We stand, and the croupier busts, so we win our stake. As we won, we reduce our bet by 2 units relative to the previous stake. We bet €7 and ask for new cards. We have 18 against an 8, and we should stand. It's a tie, and so we increase by 1 unit. And so, in line with our game guide, this makes €8. Now we have 13 against a 6, and according to our table, we should stand. The croupier gets 20, and we lose our stake. As we've lost, we increase the bet by 2 units relative to the previous one. We have blackjack. We stand. The croupier has a blackjack, and so we tie. As it's a tie, we raise the stake by 1 relative to the previous bet. We have 10 against a 3 and stand, in line with our table. The croupier makes 21 and we lose our stake. As we've lost our stake, we increase by 2 units. We have 19 against a 10. 17 means 17 or more for any hand, so we have 17 against a 10 and we stand. The croupier makes 23 and we win our stake. Since we won, we lower the stake by 2 units again to €11 and place our bet. We have 14 against a 5, and with 14 against a 5 we stand. The croupier busts and we win our stake and lower it by 2 units again to 9. We ask for cards again and now have 15 against a 5, and we should stand. The croupier busts and we win, and we again lower the stake by 2 units to 7 units. We get blackjack, win our stake, and again lower it by 2 units to €5. We don't go any lower since this is our base. We have 18 against a 10, and 17 or more against 10 means we stand. The croupier makes 20 and we lose our stake. We apply our game guide again, which says we should raise 2 units because we lost. Now we have 14 against a 10. We can either hit or give up. We hit and make 19. 19 against 10 means we stand, and we win our stake. Since we won, we decrease the stake by 2 units. We hit and get a pair of 7s. A pair of 7s in the table in the pairs section, and against a 5, we see we should split, that is, divide it. We divide the hand, and now we're playing 2 different hands. We have 17 against 6, and look at the table and see we should stand. And then we have 13 against a 5, and again we should stand. The croupier makes 21, and we lose on both hands. However, we only count 1 hand in the game, not 2, and so we raise by 2 units relative to the previous hand. Now we have 11 against a 4, and we should double. Double means our stake is doubled and stands at 14. We make 14, the croupier makes 20, and we lose, so we raise by 2 units to 9 units. A pair of 9s against an 8. A pair of 9s against an 8, we should stand. The croupier busts and we win our stake. We lower it by 2 units to 7. We have 13 against a 10. We should hit. We have 19 against 10, and we stand. The croupier has 20. We lose our stake, and so we raise 2 units to 9 units. Here we have 17 against an ace. We stand. The croupier busts and we win our stake, and we lower it by 2 units, and now it's 7. We have 12 against a 2. We see we should hit, and we've got 14 against 2, and we should stand. The croupier wins the hand, and we raise the stake by 2 units to 9 units. We have 19 against a 10. We should stand. The croupier busts, and we win our stake. Now we lower by 2 units to 7. We have 13 against a 3, and we should stand. We win our stake again, and we lower it by 2 again to our base of 5. And we have 15 against a 3, and we should stand. The croupier busts, and we win our stake again, and we have a profit of €30 in just 8 minutes. We stake the same again, because we can't go below 5. We have 12 against a 10. We should hit. We bust. Now we raise 2 units in the next hand to 7. 16 against 10. We should hit. We have 20 and should stand. We win and again reduce the units and we keep the same. 19 against 7. We should stand. The croupier makes 20. We lose our stake and we increase it by 2 units. 13 against a 6. We stand. We lose again and increase by 2 units. 8 against a 2, so we hit. 12 against a 2, and we hit again and go bust. We ask for new cards and up the stake 1 unit. 15 against a 4, and we should stand. The croupier wins again, and we increase the stake by 2 units. 10 against an ace, so we hit. 14 against an ace, and we should hit. We stand with 17. Our hand wins, and we lower by 2 units to 11 units. Now we have an ace. 9. Ace, 8, or ace 9 against a 4 should stand. We win again and lower the stake again to 9 units. We have 10 against a 10. We have to hit, and we have 12 against 10 and have to hit again. We make 20 and stand, and we tie. We raise 1 unit relative to the previous stake. 12 against a 9. We should hit. We have 13 against 9 and hit again. We make 17 and stand. The croupier makes 19 and our hand loses, so we have to raise by 2 units. 16 against a 6. We should stand. We lose again and raise the stake by 2 units. We make blackjack, our hand wins, and we lower by 2 units. We've got 5 against a 4, and with 5 we always have to hit. 9 against a 4, and we should double. But since we can't stand, we must hit, and we have 19. With 19 against 4, we stand. The croupier busts, and we again lower our stake, decreasing by 2 units to 10 euros. We've got 13 against a 10, and we hit. We now have 14 and hit again. We've made 20, and so we stand. We tie and raise 1 unit. We have 20. We have a pair, and we stand. We win our stake, and at the moment we have a profit of 45 euros in just about 11 or 12 minutes. Which is quite a lot considering our aim to make around 50 euros per casino if we use this gaming system in other casinos, in several casinos at the same time, 20 or 30 minutes a day, we can win around 70 or 80 euros a day in each casino. Playing in 2 casinos, we really can win 150 euros a day. I think this shows how the method actually works. It's a fairly easy gaming system. From time to time we'll go down, our balance falls, but we manage to recover all the money quite quickly, because we apply our gaming system and we progressively increase the value of our stakes when we lose. We get back all our money in the long term. This was what happened. There were times when we were losing, when we lost money, but we recovered it all and ended up with 45 euros profit in just about 12 minutes, which is a substantial profit. So if we use this gaming system for 20 or 30 minutes a day, we'll very soon build up a healthy bank and beat the casino quite easily in the long term. All you have to do is use the table, the game guide, make it a rule to follow all the information on our site, and put the gaming system into practice. Don't forget to check out our site, read all the information, and make a note of the casinos recommended on our site, and put the System 21 into practice, because the results are highly effective and positive for everyone who gambles and makes use of our gaming system. And so thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the gaming rooms. Thank you.